Making films, they say, is a chance to live many lifetimes. Welcome to the program, Sit Down With. Today we have in our midst producers and actors in various films that were nominated for the Econwal 2023 edition. That's the 27th edition of Econwal here in Yaoundé. So we are going to kickstart the program right away. I will begin with you, Mr. Wasi Fades. Lioness. Why?
Yes,
why Lioness? Do you
Okay.
have lions in your movie or something?
No, not actually. Like it's talking about animals. It's talking about what the lioness represent in a jungle. So
Okay.
the movie is talking about gender-based violence, and it's a teenage girl who fought for the women and defeated the things that were happening in a community, in a local community, against women. So that's why we brought the theme Lioness.
Tell us a little bit about the story. Why did you come about such a theme? Is it that she projects the virtues or the feelings of a lioness, or her attitude was that of a lioness?
Okay, a little bit about the story. Like you said, it's a girl who came back from school and is in a community, a local community, and is faced with a lot of situations. And she's been forced to, she was pushed back even to the wall. So in a community where women are not even allowed to speak, their opinions don't count. So she had to push back.
That's in several communities
Yes,
too, I guess,
she had-
especially in Africa.
Yeah, she had to push back and stood for the rights of the women, and some traditions in the community were abolished because of her effort. In a community where nobody can speak. The setting of this film, the traditional ruler of this village, Nka village, the traditional ruler from Jokem number 7 is an emotional person, and he knows some ills of the tradition, and he has been exempting her mother and her family from some things, some rights, and he has not had that right, that power to say no to these things because no room has called for and nobody is speaking about it.
Okay.
So it's like there's just a flow.
So an opportunity came in when the main
Yes.
actress had to maybe stand up for her rights, and
So the main actor stood up and started questioning the king.
Yeah.
Like, if you think this is your wife, a dog, is your mother, a dog, women are treated this way. So he was also pushed to the corner with facts that he himself is avoiding. So now he had to take a decision that will favor the women.
so doing such a movie or filming such a movie, what does it take, especially in our setting? It's a village setting, it's an epic movie. What does it entail? How did you get your actors in the first place, and the finances? Tell us more about that.
Okay, getting the actors to this, first of all, it was difficult because actors came all from so many towns in Cameroon, not actually all. And the casting, it was not, we had an audition.
Okay.
But before the audition, I met her. I was on one set in Bamenda shooting. She was actually doing what we normally call waka pass in that movie.
Okay.
So on that set, while we were at the lodge in the evening, actors were playing, interacting. So I saw her did something. And this script has been in my phone. It has been in my head, but I had not seen that picture, the person who would do me this role. So I saw her did something. I said, hey, wait, Sandra, come. And I sent her, go to this actor and do this, do this. She went and did it, and that was how she got the role. That was how her audition was there and there. She never knew what was going on, but from there I knew this is my lioness.
So talk about the finances.
Okay, for the finances for the movie, we had no additional sponsor. It was just us and bringing together a team from all over Cameroon, shooting in a village like that with a team for about 50 people, both cast and crew. It was challenging. It was really challenging, but we pulled through because of the belief we have, not because of the finances, but because of the belief we had in the movie.
I'll go to you, Sandra. Tell us a little bit about the experience. What was the experience like acting in such a movie, knowing that you're supposed to portray the instincts or the, let me say, the acts of a lioness?
I would say it's not an easy one for me. It wasn't easy for me. At first, when he gave me the script, I went through the script. It was very difficult. I asked myself and even my mom, I went to my mom, I said, Mom, how will I do this thing? I have never been raped before, and my hair, my virgin hair for 2 years, how will I shave it down? It was really difficult for me.
So that's
and
what it entails to be an actor. You have to do some things that maybe you've never experienced before.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to shave.
I had to shave my
Wow.
virgin hair. So it was really...
How did it feel? I know what it means for a lady to shave her hair, especially in a public space. So tell us how it felt.
I cried. I've been brought up a problem with the director. I was like, why would you want me to shave my hair? The only person, at least tell some other girls to also shave their hair. He said, only you. I want you to shave your hair. And I was like, I told my mom said, if this is your opportunity, you grab it. He went to my mom too and asked my mom, should I shave the hair? My mom said, if you want her to shine, let her shave the hair. And I was angry with my mom too, but I had no choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a scene that struck you the most. Maybe one scene, just one.
The second rape was very difficult.
Where he gathered his friends. He didn't come
Yeah.
alone this time, I guess. He gathered his friends and they had to do the act.
Yes, it was very difficult for me. And I even begged him not to show it to the public, like that very scene,
I can imagine.
not to show it to the public. He promised me never to. But afterward, I saw it. It was hard for me. I cried my life. I was very tired that day. I did not even eat well. I slept the whole, it was very hard, very difficult.
But I'm sure you've recovered from all of that after seeing the success that maybe you're viewing the success already because you are on a public scene. Lioness is already on a public scene, and it's maybe a difficult situation, but when the glory starts coming, you are like, okay, maybe it was worth it. Let me turn over to Candy for All. Candy, sweets. Why such a title? Why Candy?
Candy.
For all.
Sweet.
Okay.
And everybody wants to have it.
Okay.
The young girls, the young boys, they are young, they are tender, they are sweet, and everybody wants them, but they are very, very vulnerable.
Okay.
They're vulnerable to drugs, depression, they are vulnerable to peer pressure, they're vulnerable to a lot of things. And we are missing a lot. Globalization has come. We are importing a lot of foreign culture. What about our culture? What are we going to do about it? Parents send you to school and all they want is the results. But what goes on in the school campus? The culture of filmmaking we have here is when you are able to decide for yourself if you want to become an actor. Perhaps
or
you really,
maybe you just want
you
to,
just want, so
to
they,
live an adventure.
exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes before that happens, you're already in your mid-20s, and some of them realize that in their 30s. How do you want to have very professional actors who learn this trade when they're already having problems?
Somewhere.
Yes. So now I'm studying with these actors who are young. In a couple of years to come, they become better professionals at a very young age. And then our population begins to enjoy real cinema because the people doing it are theirs. They grow up with these youths because we tend to copy a lot from the films.
Yeah.
So if a secondary school kid will see another secondary school on TV from their own country doing this.
And maybe from the same school too.
From the same school too, and doing this, and like, okay, this is how we have to do. We tend to tell all the way the society moves forward because the bigger picture is not for entertainment. Candy for All has just like, for me, it's like 20% entertainment, but the rest is education. I seek to tell our societal problems in a different way, looking at them from a very different perspective and using cinema as a tool.
And talking about your main actor, here she is, Malike, right? So tell us, what was shooting like for you? Did you have to take permission from your parents to start shooting? Tell us what the procedure was like before you got engaged or before you got into the acting proper.
Okay. Firstly, yes, I did have to take permission from my parents because I'm young. They wouldn't want their daughter to get into something they are not sure of.
Yeah.
And when I went for the audition, I thought it was just going to be something simple. It's high school, we're just going to do something simple and that's it.
Yeah.
But when I got the script, I realized it was a lot more complicated and my life would not be able to fit into this character because I didn't just want to act. I wanted to live the character. It's different when you act and it's different when you live. I had to go out of my comfort zone because there are a lot of things I didn't experience in high school that are in the movie. I had to meet with people who had these experiences, and my greatest challenge was actually getting into the character and living it. You get into the character, you interact with people, you know what this character has to portray and all of that.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to living that character, how do you start going back to your old self when you've become so familiar with this particular character?
It's like
You've
you are pretending to be someone
Yes,
else, but
you've
you
spent-
actually have to be someone else in that particular movie.
Now you've spent most of your time with other characters. You've like, the whole thing feels like it's normal to you.
So you start feeling like a superstar.
Yes.
You are not at the same level with your.
No, not
with
really
your mate.
superstar. You start feeling like
I'm just teasing.
yes, you start feeling like you're this timid child. You're this 16-year-old. How do you start living from 16 years old back to your original age and all of that? So it was a little bit challenging, but
Yeah.
the administration made everything possible. They had to take me back to counseling, take me back to places I've been used to going, and that was it.
In 1 or 2 words, tell us what you expect from the Cameroonian population.
We don't make movies for ourselves, and we don't make movies to put them in cupboards. We make movies so that the community can engage, so that we can set pace for new discussions. So we wish to collaborate with as many producers as possible because this project is wide. We are going to go forward for many more seasons. We are not ending. We are looking at our 10th season where we want to do more. So we are inviting the entire population to join us on social media, Ono Studios. Check us up on YouTube because we are going to be dropping episodes. Television corporations, they should come. We want the message to go out there. Distributors, we want to make money too. So let them come. Let's do business.
Okay, let's hear from you, Fades.
Okay, just to add to what my colleague has said, we want a lot of collaboration even between ourselves, filmmakers, because filmmaking is not an individual something, it's a teamwork. Lioness is a success because I could say I had the best team in Cameroon.
Okay.
It's a success. And we want more collaboration with filmmakers and the local population because at times it's very difficult. You might want to use a place like this and people are like, because filmmaking is not that common yet in Cameroon.
Yeah.
So people are not open to filmmakers.
But we are spreading the word already.
Yeah, they are not open to filmmakers. So we are saying the population should be open to us to receive filmmakers when they come because filmmaking is becoming the next big thing in Cameroon.
I like that last word, the next big thing in Cameroon. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Thank you for this. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Bismarck. Thank you, Malike. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned to more programs on CRTV News. Have a good day.